Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to our show. I'm your host, John Harcar, and I'm here today with Chris Coleman. And Chris is out of Arizona, and what he's going to share with us today, besides his journey in business and in real estate, but he's also going to talk about a cool tool he created with his family, that's AI automation for real estate businesses, not just agents, but investors, all types of real estate businesses. So I'm excited to talk about that. Remember, guys, at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, service providers, all real estate entrepreneurs 2 to 5x their business. We're providing tools, resources, the community to help scale your business up and really grow and live the life that you want to live. So Chris, man, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me, and look forward to share, and excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about your platform. Anything that can make any of our lives easier, I think we all want to partake in.
Right. Absolutely.
But before we kind of talk about that kind of stuff, tell our audience about you. What got you into real estate? What got you into business? What brought you to today?
Yeah. So I think I have a interesting, unique story that may be different from a lot of realtors or investors. When I was in college at Howard University, I was going into my senior year. I was a journalism major, and I was writing these tech blogs about Facebook and Uber and Airbnb back in 2010, 2011.
Hmm.
So before this was as big as it is now, it was very strange for people to think I'm gonna get into a stranger's car and take a Uber or
Right?
stay in a stranger's home.
I'm
So I
gonna
was
have
writing about these
some stranger
articles.
deliver my food.
Exactly, yeah. So it wasn't commonplace. So I'm writing about these businesses and, seeing how they're starting and how they're raising all this funding. So I taught myself how to code going into my senior year of college. And that summer, I decided to drop out, started building a web platform to help people swap and barter items, moved to San Francisco, got venture capital funding, and did that. And unfortunately, my business failed. But what I did learn was how to give a pitch, how to, meet the demands of
How to
investors,
raise money.
how how to raise money, yeah, how to promote my my company on social media, because once again, Facebook, Instagram, it wasn't like it is now. So through that, I got hired to do that for other companies and other corporations. So I got to work with Sprite, the NBA, Shaka Khan, Draymond Green, a lot of amazing people creating
Awesome.
content and telling stories. Yeah. And so within that, I was always using tech and always using automation. There wasn't AI like it is now. And so my family back in Philadelphia, I was doing this in California.
Mhm.
We have a real estate portfolio of 22 plus doors with short-term, mid-term, and long-term rentals. And so I came back one summer, and they were doing things very old school, I would say, the antiquated way.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
What do you mean?
Getting
Like what,
deposits.
doing what old school?
So they were getting checks sent to the PO box. They were still giving tours, and then when someone had to sign a lease, they would come to the property, sign the lease, give them the key. And so I was like, listen, if I'm joining this, we gotta evolve. We gotta get
Yeah.
with the times. So we started using tools like Buildium to put all of our tenants in, requiring them to pay um, all their rent online,
Hmm.
using the actual system to put in tickets for maintenance, creating virtual tours for all of our properties, automating all of the lock systems at the property. So I kind of brought that to the table, and this
How did you
spurred.
like Buildium?
Yeah, I love Buildium. We still
Did
use it
you?
today. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
I was using it for one of my properties, my last property actually.
yeah.
But yeah, I it was okay for me.
I mean, I've worked with like AppFolio and some of the other ones, and
Hmm.
I think they have a lot of things for larger organizations that make sense. But like
True.
for where we're at, for under 100 doors, we don't need some of the bells and whistles. We have what we need, and it does what we need it to do. And we've
Got it.
connected it to some other things that just make it a lot easier, such as open phone.
Mm.
We do our e-leases. So all of these kind of tools are plugged into what we're already using. And so that's kind of like been my journey into real estate. I did not want to do real estate, had no desire. My parents have been doing it for 30 years. And so, yeah, here I am now, blending real estate and tech.
All right, that's interesting because I mean you
Yeah,
mentioned you watch some of my podcasts. I like to always
yeah,
ask like how did you get that bug, right? Where did that come from? And you grew up with it. Why
yes.
did you not want to do it?
So, I wasn't born when this happened, but my dad got his first property for $1 in the 80s in Philadelphia.
Really?
They
That's
had,
awesome.
they had these homes, distressed homes that you could buy, and he applied and got it. My mom also had her first investment property at 23.
Okay.
That doesn't happen, nowadays. That's not my reality. I'm
Mm.
a little younger than they are. But I would see all the work they have to do when someone left their keys somewhere. They would have to drive all the way down to the property, unlock the door, and the person is like, ah, I gotta pay you 35 or $50 begrudgingly. Um,
Right.
Before we had some of the systems in place, you get tenants that know the system. And in Philadelphia, it's a very tenant-friendly state. So they can play the system and stay in the property for 6 months without paying anything before they're evicted. So I got to
Mm.
see like those things. I'm sure there were really great things that happen, but you
Right.
only see the bad. And I was just like, that seems crazy. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So,
So you left the tech world. You went and you kind of automated your parents' business.
yep.
Joined that business together. So as you got into doing that and doing all this automation and stuff, what were some of the struggles you ran up against? Like, I mean, were there just so many things, too many things you had to change? Were there just a lot of newer things that they didn't understand?
Yes, no, that's a great question. I think in general, the real estate world is always very slow to move towards technology. And this goes for both the participants in it and the people that we serve. So
Right.
a lot of our tenants, they were there for 10 plus years. So they're used to doing things one way. And it's like, no, no, no. Please, I'm telling you, if you do it like this, it'll be so much easier for you. You don't need a check. You don't have to go to the bank to get, a a money order. So re-educating or educating them on the benefits of this was one step.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
The second was a lot of these platforms and tools don't work well together. You have to
Mm,
really have a understanding of technology to finesse some things, and that's very frustrating because you use other platforms. Like you can honestly run your whole life just with Facebook, with all the apps that it can connect with, and all the things it can do, and all
sure.
the data that you have access to.
Right.
Real estate does not like to share that kind of information. So that was probably like the two most frustrating things.
No, I get that. So what does it look like now? I mean, it's you and your folks, right?
Hmm.
Still in the
Yep.
business. Do you guys have
Yep.
multiple employees? How many doors
Yeah.
do you guys manage?
Yeah. So right now we manage 30 doors, and I mentioned short-term rental, long-term. We have a cleaning person, and then we have city like local managers. We have two, one in Philly and one in Atlanta, where our properties are. So we
Okay.
do work them remotely, um, and everything, like I said, from the showings to the signings of the lease. We even make our tenants now do the walkthrough. So if you don't note it in that paper, we're not going to note it either. So,
Right.
if there's a hole in the wall at the end of it and there was a hole there beginning and you didn't do it, you didn't fill it in, that's on you. So we kind of try to make things as streamlined as possible. Also give our tenants, the freedom to let us know what's happening in the building, let us know, how their unit is. And we found that it works really well, and we now
Hmm.
have average retention of 6 to 10 years. So essentially until people are buying a home.
Yeah, no, that is awesome, and that's very important. Is the if you give those type of freedoms and you trust, right, and you communicate, yeah, you keep good tenants for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So tell me about the need for Task Espresso. I want to make sure I say
Hmm.
that right. Task
Yep,
Espresso.
yep.
So let's talk about the need for that. What made the drive to create that, and then tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so I think as a property manager, you often get the same questions when someone is looking for a home. How much does it cost? Is it safe? Can I bring my pet? When can I move in? Do I need to do a deposit? These are frequently asked questions that if you had, let's say, an AI voice agent that can speak with these people and answer these, this now frees my time up to do other things.
Mm.
So it was scratching an itch that we had, um, to be able to free up some time. And so that evolved into us saying, okay, how can we implement AI voice agents, AI chatbots, and now AI avatars to be able to have one autonomous voice? So your chatbot, your voice agent, and your avatar all sound the same. They're all saying the same things about your brand. They're speaking as your brand would speak. So maybe you're like Chick-fil-A. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. My pleasure. We
Hmm.
can train the agent to do all of that stuff. And then the major thing was it has to work within the systems that people already use. Hence my frustration with technology. There are more
Right.
ways to do this now. But yeah, that's kind of what we do and how we do it. We create these tools to work within your business so that you can free yourself up to do other things.
Okay. And you probably obviously tried it in your business first.
Yep.
When you guys did start it, what were kind of some of the hiccups with it, or maybe some of the things that took a little bit longer to really work through?
Yeah, so I mean the major thing is the technology has increased tenfold. So you mentioned you use AI, so I'm assuming that's ChatGPT,
Hmm.
that's Claude, tools like that. Well, within a matter of 2 years since ChatGPT launched, it can pretty much run your life if you give it the ability to. And the
Yeah.
voice agents have evolved in that same way. They sound better. They are very more nuanced. So you can give it a Southern accent, you can give it a Boston accent, an African accent. It can speak in 70 plus languages. So the ability to really create these almost human-like agents and then connect it to platforms.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So, like your calendar, if you want to schedule showing, it can
Mhm.
do that. If you want the agent to send out text messages, it can do that. So the evolution has been pretty quick, but that was probably the major hiccup before is it was hit or miss on voices. Sometimes it would sound great, other times it sounds like it was a robot. Now it's pretty thorough. It'll sound just like a human being.
Okay. So, what are all the services that you provide? I mean, I know you mentioned like a bot and some other things. Like,
Hmm.
what is everything that you provide to an investor like myself or a real estate
Yep.
agent?
Yeah, so our core service are our voice agents, our chatbot, and the digital avatar. The voice agent is the most popular, so it can connect to your CRM. So if you're using Go High Level, maybe you're using ClickUp, maybe you're using Google Sheet, and you have all these numbers that you want it to call. We can connect it to that portal or to that CRM, and it'll go through and call them in blocks of 20 concurrently. So the moment it finishes one, it will just go to the next list. And it provides you a summary of what the call was, next steps, the transcript, the call recording. And like I mentioned, if you give it the ability to, it can send those follow-up texts as well as put events on the calendar. So that's what the voice agent does. The chatbot is a kind of accomplice to that. It's a bit more limited in what it can do because obviously it can't speak, but same
Mm.
thing, it can send someone down a funnel to create this lead, to pre-qualify them, to get the information you need to move this person to the next step. And then finally, the AI avatar is something we recently started doing, which we can clone your likeness or you can create this digital ambassador for your brand. And now you have material for social media. You have material for YouTube. You have material for Facebook, talking
Hmm.
about your brand, your services, and properties you may own or things you're looking to buy.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Is it like someone like myself, right? I'm kind
Hmm.
of technologically stupid in a sense.
Yep.
I keep spreadsheets. That's what I'm old school. But
I
like,
ain't mad at it.
what if I don't know how to do any of that stuff, right? I mean, obviously you guys probably set it up, but like, do I have to bring a whole bunch of like this is my text process and all this other stuff?
Hmm. Yeah, so it's a done for you service, a white glove setup service. So we kind of work on top of your procedures and operations. If you don't have them, that's fine. We'll work with you to kind of set those up. But everyone uses hopefully something, even if it's just Google Sheets, that's
Yeah,
a start.
right.
Yeah, but we also give you access to a dashboard. So if you're like, I don't have anything, you can use our dashboard. You can upload your leads there, and everything is housed in one place for you.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So, what are the cons?
The cons, well, some people will say it's replacing a human. We like to say it's assisting a human. If anyone uses ChatGPT in the correct way, it's it's not, at least how I see it, it's not something that like makes you dumber because some people like you're not thinking critically. It's like,
Right.
no, I am thinking critically. I'm thinking of a better way to do the thing, which is sending an email or creating an image, because that's not my specialty. My
Mm.
specialty may be talking on stage. My specialty may be closing in front of people. So why not leverage a tool just like a virtual assistant or someone you're actually going to pay an admin in America to do the same thing? So
Right.
we're kind of that's how we see it. A con
Okay.
is yes, it may replace a virtual assistant, it may replace a team member, but if you use it properly, you can use it as like a add-on to what that person's already doing.
Got it. Got it. And how many clients do you have, or how many customers do you have using your platform right now?
Yeah, so we just signed up 4 new ones today.
Yeah,
All
buddy.
from yeah, all from
Congratulations.
EXP. Thank you, thank you.
We have a
So
big EXP realtor out of Detroit in our mastermind.
oh, who's I don't know if you're allowed to say their name.
Dylan Tanaka.
Oh, no, no. But we're actually going to Detroit with Future Davis and her team to do a training with some of the EXP members in Detroit. So maybe I'll have the pleasure
Maybe,
of
yeah,
meeting
or I'll
them.
connect you guys too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But right now we have about 20 clients. This has started in the last 2 months where we were actively going to get
Okay.
clients.
So you're brand new
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. So we were testing it within our use case for a while to make sure, like, okay, this works,
Awesome.
and then people will actually pay for it.
Got it. And are you guys still buying more properties?
Yes. So my parents, that's primarily what they do.
Okay,
Um, yeah, yeah. So I'm more of the guy in the chair. So
you're the
go
tech
down
dude.
this alley. Yeah.
You're the
So
tech geek.
they
Don't take offense to
exactly,
that, but you're the tech
exactly. No,
geek,
no, I love it.
man.
That's what I am. I'm a tech nerd. I
Yeah,
love
you're a
every
tech
part of
nerd,
it.
man.
Yeah,
Claim
but
it.
we are looking to add more to the portfolio.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, just in case some folks that are listening out here that they might have properties that they're looking to sell. And you're in what, Philly and Atlanta?
Philly and Atlanta, yeah. But we're
Okay.
we're we're never scared of a good deal. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, anybody out there, if you're in those areas, you might have a buyer here. It doesn't hurt. Plus, this is
yeah.
sounds like a pretty kick butt tool.
Thank
Um,
you, thank you, thank
I
you.
appreciate that the information you came on and shared. If there's folks that want to learn more about it, reach out to you and talk to you about
hmm
it. What's the best way for them to get in touch?
Yeah, so they can visit our website, taspresso.com, just like my shirt, TASKSPRESSO, or you can shoot us an email at hello@taspresso.com, and we can set up a call, a 15-minute AI audit to hear about some of your needs and then some tools that we can provide you with.
Okay, but will it really be a call or will it be your AI?
No, we'll really be on there. We'll really
All
be on there.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
See,
gonna
remember
hold
I
you to
said
that.
smart tech with human touch.
It's human touch. I love it. Nah,
Yeah.
man.
But
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on here, Chris, and sharing all that, man. That's some good stuff,
thank
guys.
you.
I hope you took some good notes, and I hope you reach out to Chris and if not anything, just talk about how it could help your business because it seems like there's a lot of value in there, especially with the way AI is trending.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, man, thank you again, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you on the next one. Cheers.
See ya.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.